scariest thing isn't failing. It's waking up in 10 years' time, realizing that you gave up on your dreams. And now you'll never know what could have happened. Ugh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. I do not want that to be me. So today we're going to talk about just two things. One, what would happen if you gave up on your dreams? And two, what would happen if you didn't? Now, before we get started, I want you to think about that dream of yours. And I want you to think about it for the whole video. I want you to hold that in your heart, whatever dream it may be. Do you want to start a business? Is it that you want to travel the world? Do you want to be a content creator? For me, it's the latter. Hi, my name's Chloe, and here on this channel, I am dedicated to become the best version of me and also help you to get there too. So if you want to be hot, rich, successful, then hit that subscribe button and follow me now before I get big, because I will, because I'm not going to give up on my dreams, and you shouldn't either. Okay, so firstly, I want to scare you a bit. I want to scare you into actually listening to me and taking what I'm saying. So we're going to take a trip to the future. We're going to take a trip down the timeline where you decided to give up and leave your dreams behind. Action. You're 40. You wake up 6 a.m. groggy and tired. In your home, that's all right, but it's not your dream house. It's all you can afford and it's close to work. You look to your right and you see your partner there snoring away, who you don't even really like. You get up, you walk over to the mirror, and you're not really loving what you're seeing. All those years of stress and depression are showing not only on your face, but in your body as well. You sigh, you get in the shower, and you psych yourself up for work. Another day of monotony. But you have to do it because you've got no choice. Maybe you've got kids, maybe you've got a mortgage that you need to pay. It is what it is. You rush around, you get in the car, and you leave for work. You forget your packed lunch. So now you're gonna have to spend money that you don't have on a meal deal. You're on your way, bang, you hit traffic, rush hour. It takes you forever to get to work. You run into the job that you've been doing for ages, 5 minutes late, stressed out. You say hi to Susan in finance. She's moaning again. You sit there watching the clock go by. You can't wait for your lunch break. It finally comes and you eat your cold sandwich and you scroll on your phone. You take in all of this content of people living their dream lives. This life that you wish you could have had. The clothes, the cars, the holidays, the houses, the happiness, the creativity. You're just watching it there on your screen, thinking, I wish that was me. You watch all these people living that life that you used to dream up for yourself. You go back to your desk, just 4 more hours, you can do it. You keep watching the clock. You reply to condescending, boring emails, all while tiptoeing around your boss. He's in a mood, but he pays the bills, so you have to appease him, right? Ding, home time, thank God. Rush back to the car, you get in, you start your drive home, bang, car crash. Not you, thank God, but you're stuck in traffic for an hour. It takes you forever to get home. You finally get home, drained, tired. You walk through the door, there's your deadbeat partner. You say hi, and he says, what's for dinner? So you go to the kitchen and you make do with what you've got. You really should go to the gym, but you're unmotivated, depressed, and you just frankly can't be arsed. So instead, you sit in front of the TV all night while simultaneously scrolling on your phone, looking at everyone living your dream life, and before you know it, bang, it's past your bedtime. So oops, you better go to sleep because you've got to do it all again tomorrow. And then again, and then again, and then again, until what? Retirement? Death? The only real joy you get out of your life is that one holiday a year that you can't even really afford, or that glass of wine on a Friday night because you live for the weekends, because life in the week just really isn't worth living. Saturday's all right, but Sunday's already ruined because you know it's Monday tomorrow and then you have to do it all again. And scene. I'm really sorry if that hit a nerve for anyone, but this is the reality that most people are living. Hell, I was living this reality too. I'm not saying it's bad if that is what you enjoy. Some people enjoy the simple life. Some people don't want more for themselves. But if you're watching this, I'm betting that you do want more for yourself. I'm betting that you do have a dream. I'm betting that you do want more from life than just the ordinary, the regular, the struggle. And the thing is, a lot of these people living this life aren't happy. They are depressed. They are struggling. They do have these what ifs in their mind. They do have these dreams that they gave up on. Maybe they do feel like it's too late for them. I never think it's too late for anyone to start living their dreams, but the older you get, the more responsibilities you get, the more likely you are to have children, the more likely you are that someone else depends on you, and it gets scarier and scarier the older that you get. So if you really do want to live your dream life, the earlier you start, the better. So now let's talk about what would happen if you didn't give up on your dreams. I'm going to think of a few examples. First, let's start with the girl who wants to be an artist. I start with this because that was my mum. That is my mum. So the girl whose dream was to become an artist. As a child, she drew for hours, but as she got older, she stopped because it just wasn't practical. It's a fever dream. It's never going to happen. People used to say the dream was too big. People used to say, oh, who could even become an artist? So now she scrolls on social media, watching other people make their art, sell their art, and wishes that she could do the same. She has a stable job but no real passion, and she looks back at her old sketchbooks looking at what could have been. Now, this girl, she could give up and stay with that what if mindset, or this girl, she could start now. She could pick the pencil back up, pick the paintbrush back up, start creating art. Any bit of free time she has around her 9 to 5, weekends, evenings, lunchtimes, mornings, hone in on that craft. She does that. She keeps going. She keeps going. She creates things. Then she posts her art online. Nothing happens at first, but she doesn't give up. She keeps going because she has a dream. And the more she posts, the more traction she gets, and bang, she makes her first sale. She continues on this trajectory and she keeps selling paintings. She gets her art into galleries and she keeps selling paintings. And what once used to be a dream is now her reality. She's an artist, okay? Great example. I say this because, yeah, my mum always loved art, but then life took over. She had to work. And only just now, at 60, has she started making art again. And even though she's 60, she's like, fuck it, I'm not going to give up on this dream. She said to me today on the phone, she was like, I wish I did this sooner. I'm like, well, you didn't do it sooner, but you're doing it now. You have to do it now. And who knows where she's going to be. The art's really good. So I'm betting that she's gonna be able to sell it. So there we go. So let's talk about the person who always wanted to travel. Let's say you're 30. Everyone else around you is buying houses, getting married, having kids, but you've got this itch. You've got this little thing inside you that wants to go to Thailand. I need to stay in my job. I don't really love it, but you know, like time's kind of run out for me. No, it hasn't. You're 30. If your 80-year-old self came back to you now, she would say, get on the flight, hun. Chances are you probably don't love your job that much. Leave, go, travel, experience everything that you've wanted to experience. You may decide enough's enough, you come home and you go get another job similar to the one you're doing. Or maybe while you're away, you find yourself and you realize, actually, I want to be doing something completely different. I want to live a life completely differently. So you do. Either way, you're not going to live in regret. You're going to do that thing that you've always wanted to do. You're going to travel. You're going to experience those things that you want to experience. And life will continue on after you get home. But you've done it. And you've gained so much experience from it, so much knowledge. You've found yourself, so to speak. Found myself. Say you want to start your own business. You want to be self-employed. You have an idea, but you think, oh God, like how do I even start this? Like it's never going to be successful. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't have the time. Look, if you really had a dream, if you really wanted that, if you really wanted to be successful, you'd find the time and you'd make it happen. Even if you have a full-time job, even if you have to go to the gym and make dinners and see friends, you would just carve time out for it. So, okay, you have an idea, but you don't know where to start. Ask ChatGPT, go on YouTube, learn about it. The quicker you start, the quicker you're going to learn, the quicker you are going to become successful. And okay, say maybe that business venture doesn't work out, but everything you've learned from starting that business, you can take with you and start another business. You'll get new ideas, you'll learn things, you'll take those things with you. And when you keep going, when you don't stop, in 10 years' time, you'll look back and think, I'm so grateful to myself for starting that business. Say, for example, you've got a full-time job now, but you want to become a nail tech. I think that sounds really fun. But you're like, I'm never going to make money from it. Like, I don't know how to do it. When would I train? The training costs so much money. Save up for the training. Stop getting Uber Eats. Cancel some subscriptions. Save. Do the training. Practice. Put in the hours of work. Post your shit online, and then bang, clients. Some people charge like 150 quid for a set of acrylics with cool designs on them. That could be you if that's something that you want to do, you know? That's just an example. Better to do something that you enjoy than sit behind a desk feeling fucking depressed for the rest of your life, working for someone else, making someone else rich while you're just sat there doing boring shit, boring emails, watching the clock. Like, it's not worth it. Being depressed for the rest of your life is not worth the stable, measly income. It's better to struggle for a little bit now, especially while you're young, while you can take these risks. It's better to struggle now, put in the work now, and then eventually that struggle, that what is it called when you like give something up? What is wrong with my brain? Sacrifice. It's better to struggle. It's better to sacrifice now, because one day that will pay off and you'll be so thankful to yourself. Let's picture this. Future you. Wake up at 8 a.m. well rested in your beautiful home, in the area, in the country that you want to live in. You make yourself a coffee and you do your journaling, you do your meditation. The love of your life comes to join you. You share a morning kiss. This is funny. You go out for a walk and you think about what you've got to do for the day. If you're an artist, you've got that painting that you're working on. If you're a content creator, you've got that video that you need to edit. If you have your own business, you need to do business stuff. I don't really know what the business stuff might be, but you just work on it, you know? You do something for you. You've got nail clients. You've got Becky, your favorite nail client, coming in at 11, so you can do a cool Christmas set on her. You make yourself a healthy lunch because you can, because your time is your own. You're at home or wherever it is you may be, or you can afford to buy yourself a healthy lunch out. You go to a Pilates class in your brand new gym set. I'm like, this is my dream. You've got your friends coming over. You have dinner together and you talk about all of the amazing things that are happening in both of your lives. You talk about that holiday that you're taking next week, the 6th one you've taken this year. You finish up some work, you do your skincare, you read a book, you share a wholesome conversation with the love of your life, and then you go to bed with a big fat smile on your face, ready to live the life of your dreams again tomorrow. The two realities are very different. What my dream life is may look very different to yours, but just picture that in your head. Every time you think, I'm too old, I can't do this, is this dream stupid? Picture why you want this dream. What do you want your life to look like? How do you want to feel? Because a lot of the time when we're manifesting something, it's not necessarily the thing, it's the way the thing makes us feel. So what can you do to feel that emotion now? How can you bring that into your reality now? How much time can you give to yourself to work towards this goal of yours? If you really want something, you have to put in the hard graft. So put it in, do it, work. And say you try something out and you fail at it, you pick it back up and you try again. You try, you fail, you try, you fail. And then maybe for some people you try, you realize, I actually don't like this anymore, but you've learned something that you can take with you. Then you can pick a new dream, something that more aligns with who you are and what you want to be and what sort of life you want to live. But every time you try something, you're learning something, you're growing, you're discovering who you are and how you want to be. If you don't really know what your dream is at the moment, just picture how you want a dream day in your life to look in 10 years time and think, how can I get there? Is it maybe a new job, a job that you don't necessarily feel qualified for right now, but something that you wish you could do? How can you get better in your specialized area so that you can have that job that pays more money, so you can live the life of your dreams, so you can enjoy what you're doing every day? Just think about it. And remember, you are never too old to start something. We feel like we've been running out of time since the age of about 20, and you're never gonna not feel like that. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and you're always gonna think, oh, I'm running out of time, I'm too late, da 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 da. But as long as you're breathing, it's never too late. Because remember, that feeling that you've got right now, because you didn't start something 10 years ago, you're going to continue to have that in the future, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. You're going to have less time, more commitments, and you're always going to think, what if? What if I just started that thing then? What if I just tried to focus on something then? What if I just worked on my dream then? Where would I be now? And you don't have to live in regret. You can say, I did that. I tried everything. I learned so much. And here I am. I'm more successful. I'm more intelligent and I'm happy. And that's what we're all trying to be, happy. So yeah, let's fucking go, guys. And like I said at the beginning, please subscribe to my channel because I'm very new to this. And if you thought this video was okay, you wait for a year down the line. My videos are going to be amazing and they're going to make you feel motivated and feel so excited to go out there and follow your dreams and start your life and do anything you possibly can to become a better person. So yeah, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you got this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.